We are glad that you chose to tune into the Kuza Award Gold winner TV station Maisha Television. What is coming up is a comprehensive look at the events and happenings in the country and beyond. We have a lot lined up and of course our education segment ahead too. Without much ado, coming up.
And as I have said, we are in the middle of drought, and we have agreed this morning with the management of Red Cross that they will specifically work with us in Turkana County and all the other marginal counties in making sure that no corner of any county is left behind and no corner of any of our counties does not have access to food.
President William Ruto vows to put an end to cattle rustling that has been a menace to the Kerio Valley and other arid areas in the country for years.
Akanikalisha chini, akaanza kuniambia, Robert, tulireceive bibi yako at this time, we tried all our best. So from there nilijua tu.
Robert Omondi, the man who lost his wife in an alleged case of medical negligence at Mama Lucy Hospital, recounts his over 18 hours of agony as he helplessly watched his wife Maureen Onyango die. Attorney General Justin Muturi is sworn in as the Commissioner of the Judicial Service Commission. Amrida Kiring Chibet, welcome on board. President William Samoei Ruto has vowed to put to an end to cattle rustling that has been a menace to the Kerio Valley and other arid areas in the country for years. Speaking at State House, President Ruto further added that his government will use an additional 10 billion shillings to tackle drought that continues to dog over 20 counties with over 4 million Kenyans affected. Millicent Luamba reports.
President William Ruto has said the government will mobilize 10 billion shillings from development partners to bolster the country's response to drought-related emergencies. He stated that due to urgency of the situation, the government will expedite the donor-led response mechanism. Speaking during his installation as the patron of Kenya Red Cross Society at the State House on Tuesday, Ruto said the release of these funds will support the purchase of food in areas that have sufficient food to feed households affected by drought in the country.
And as I have said, we are in the middle of drought, and we have agreed this morning with the management of Red Cross that they will specifically work with us in Turkana County and all the other marginal counties in making sure that no corner of any county is left behind and no corner of any of our counties does not have access to food. I look forward to working with you.
The head of state also announced that the government had availed 2 billion shillings, including 260 million shillings to be allocated to the Red Cross to aid relief efforts in the country. Ruto said the Kenya Private Sector Alliance KEPSA and the Kenya Association of Manufacturers KAM had pledged an additional 340 million shillings.
And as I have said, this morning the government of Kenya has made an additional 2 billion shillings available, and we are looking to work with our development partners to raise an additional 10 billion to be able to manage the current drought and ensure that no part of our country is unfairly affected by drought. My good deputy has already held the various meetings to make sure that the coordination is seamless and there are no duplications. The county coordination committees have been refocused so that the county governments, the national government, UN agencies, development partners, humanitarian organizations are working together in a seamless manner so that we can not only leverage on the economies of scale, but we also ensure that no part of any county is left behind.
The head of state has also stated that the government will avail 200 million shillings to the Kenya Wildlife Service KWS to caution wildlife from the diminished pasture and water in a bid to avert human-wildlife conflict.
I am very confident that with these interventions, working with county governments, working with development partners and humanitarian organizations like Red Cross, we should be able to tackle this challenge, even as we focus on making sure that we deal firmly and decisively with the effects of climate change. And as we have said, as a government, apart from dealing with the current situation of drought, we are also making sure that we have continuous, sustained, predictable supply of food in our country. And that is why we are investing in fertilizer, we are investing in good quality seed. We have a huge program on irrigation, and we will be working with the Kenya Red Cross and other humanitarian organizations to build capacity in our communities, even as we build the infrastructure to harvest water. And we have said that the first 100 dams are already in the works with our Ministry of Water and Irrigation, because we want to bring at least double the area under irrigation from 670,000 to 1.5 million acres in the next 3 years, and begin the journey to exploit the full potential of 3 million acres to be put under irrigation in our country as a mechanism of ensuring that we have constant, predictable supply of food, both for human beings and for our livestock, as we seek to create a country that is sustainable and that is food secure. We went to Elgeyo Marakwet with Red Cross. They had a program there. Unfortunately, that program was overrun by cattle rustlers, but I want to promise you we will put cattle rustlers in their place, and we will make sure that those programs come to support communities in those areas.
Millicent Luamba, Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
And moving on, newly appointed Cooperatives Cabinet Secretary, who has the docket responsible for management of Kenya Kwanza delivery of its much-hyped Hustler Fund, CS Simon Chelugui, ruled out repealing the existing funds despite their plan to roll out Hustlers Fund program on the 1st of December this year. Bushebi Junior Udmo.
Newly appointed Cooperatives Cabinet Secretary, who heads the docket responsible for management of Kenya Kwanza delivery of its much-hyped Hustler Fund, CS Simon Chelugui, ruled out repealing the existing funds despite their plan to roll out Hustlers Fund program on the 1st of December.
So we are not taking over the role of these affirmative funds. We are just intervening in a bigger way, and this fund is not about women, youth, or any other special need group. It is targeting everybody who has an idea or who is doing business.
Former President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration rolled out Youth Enterprise Fund, Uwezo Fund, and Women Fund to give credit to these groups, begging the question, how else will Hustler Fund be operationalized and structured differently from the already existing funds, some of which have made no significant contribution?
Sometimes it's very difficult to see the impact of all these initiatives of government, and there's sometimes a lot of disappointment by our people that we don't do enough.
The establishment of this fund was a well thought out idea. It has been identified that majority of our small and micro enterprises collapse because of a lack of or access to affordable credit. Government and the President has already pronounced himself on their amount, that is 50 billion a year, and we'll begin by enumerating the small and micro. And on the 1st of December, we are offering 4 products, and the first product will be on the personal finance product, and that is currently under development, and we believe beginning today we will now sit down, roll our sleeves and begin to work on this product. The other product will be on the micro businesses, which will now begin from next early in the year, and followed by the SMEs and the startups. The micro businesses will be supported through collectives which are already in place, the cooperatives, the SACCOs, the chamas. And as I speak, I've had a lot of discussion with SASRA, the regulator of SACCOs, and also the commissioner of cooperatives, so that we can reach these are established, organized collectives. These other funds have been in existence for some time. However, they've taken the model, the route of usual, normal banking, and they are more specific. They are collateral based, they are security based.
For instance, Youth Fund has 6 loan products, including the agribusiness loan that an individual youth or youth organizations can access up to 2 million shillings with no interest but a management fee of 5% deducted from the loan amount. One would require conventional securities to access the loan. The second category is VUCA loan with a minimum of 500,000 shillings to a maximum of 5 million shillings at an interest rate of 6% with a 1% management fee with conventional securities to access the loan. In IPO and ISO product, youth and youth companies can access up to 70% of the IPO or ISO amount of 5 million shillings at an interest rate of 1.5% after 90 days and a commission of 6.5% charged on the borrowed amount. Uwezo Fund, alternatively, is meant for constituency-based groups. The fund provides Wezesha loan, where groups can access up to 100,000 shillings for startup businesses, and the members must sign a guarantee form undertaking to repay the loan. The other product is the Endeleza loan for repeat borrowers. Here, groups can access up to 500,000 shillings, and membership must sign a guarantee form to repay the loan. With the anticipation of the rollout of the Hustlers loan on 1st of December, the government is grappling with structural modifications on how well to anchor the fund, but it's yet to be seen how differently the kitty will be from those already in place by the predecessors. Already the government has indicated that the fund will be anchored on a single interest digit of about 9% interest, and it will be devolved up to the ward level.
The mushrooming of predatory digital lenders in the country, which have occasioned serious damage to many Kenyans. And in view of that, we've seen the uptake is very high, the interest is there, but then the cost is very expensive.
The Cooperatives Minister, who was then the Labour Cabinet Secretary, formally handed over the docket to his successor, Florence Bore.
Since we would like our community self-help groups to be beneficiaries of the Hustler Fund, I therefore look forward to working closely with your new ministry, especially in the implementation of MSME, the Hustler Fund, because my ministry has a list of all community registered groups.
For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Bushabi Jr.
And the Parliamentary Service Commission, PSC, has recommended Samuel Njoroge as the National Assembly Clerk. According to the body, Njoroge was picked from a list of 4 candidates following interviews that were conducted last Friday. While tabling the recommendation before the House, Elders Member of Parliament Adan Kainan, a PSC commissioner, mentioned that Njoroge scored the highest as compared to the other candidates. Deputy Clerk Sarah Kioko has been holding the position in an acting capacity after taking the mantle from Michael Sialai. Before her appointment, Kioko has been serving as the Deputy Clerk of the National Assembly, overseeing and supervising chamber duties.
I now put the question that, taking into consideration the recommendations of the Parliamentary Service Commission in its report on the recruitment of the Clerk of the National Assembly, laid on the table of the House today, Tuesday, 1st November 2022, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 128(1) of the Constitution, this House approves the appointment of Mr. Samuel Njoroge as the Clerk of the National Assembly. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. As members of the contrary opinion say nay. Nay. That it is the order. It is difficult to discern. I will put the question again. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Will as members of the contrary opinion say nay? Nay. The ayes have it.
Article 27 of the Constitution provides that women and men have the right to equal treatment, including the right to equal opportunities in political, economic, cultural, and social spheres, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Njoroge, who has been proposed here, Mr. Speaker, has the right to participate in this particular process.
Robert Omondi, the man who lost his wife in an alleged case of medical negligence at the Mama Lucy Hospital, recounted his over 18 hours of agony as he helplessly watched his wife Maureen Onyango die. Omondi, who testified before the Senate Committee on Health on Tuesday, said his wife, who had just delivered twins, was placed on the same bed with her two newborns. He recalled that one of the twins was squeezed against the wall as the bed was seriously crammed. Maureen Onyango died at the Kiambu Level 5 Hospital on September 6th after developing post-delivery complications. He told the Senate Health Committee that he first realized something was wrong when he noticed his wife, who had delivered via cesarean section, was bleeding.
Okay. So between 1:20 hadi saa 1:30 ikileka saa 2 ni kama walikuwa wanatuchezea juu, walienda keep quiet. So mimi na Rose ni vile nilitoka kubainan, tukaanza sasa juu watu wao wanalia, wanataka chakula, ni kama wanataka chakula. So nenda nikabainan 1 juu immediately wali realize damu imetoka mob, which that time ningechukua pictures, but my mind ilikuwa na run. So walikuja katoa hiyo bed sheets walikuwa melalia juu, ilikuwa there was just pool of blood kwa hiyo kitanda yote, na chini pia balikuwa na drips za chini za damu. So walikuja, so there was this nurse alikuja akasema kumbe amebleed tu hivi mingi. So kufika Mama Lucy nilipata mkango amelala kwa ward, ilikuwa ward 5, alikuwa ameachwa hapo amelala, but alikuwa amedungwa shindano, there's a drip kwa mkono, alafu watu wao walikuwa wamelazwa hapo kando yake, the same bed. The bed was very tiny, of which watoto walikuwa the other side, alafu yeye alikuwa hii side, so of which mtoto mwingine alikuwa karibu na kwa wall, and walikuwa kwa baridi, wako wamefunikwa vizuri.
Robert alishikilia kuwa mkewe alilazimika kulala kitanda kimoja na wanawe, huku akihisi uchungu baada ya kujifungua.
Nurse, kindly kuja uangalie mkangu, hii dawa imeisha, ni kama imeisha. So damu, there is a backflow of blood inarudi sasa kwa pipe, inarudi juu. So aku niapea ni attention, alipita.
At the same time nang'ang'ana huku na mtoto pia nyonye. I'm trying to cover the other one. Damu pia ndio mimi ameanza kutoka. Nikaenda Kiambu police station kuandika kuchukua OB number, of which I did. Then on 9th I went to DCI to write at annex Sapo City Hall, led by Yvonne. Nikaandika statement yako kwake and akaanza investigation. Then on 14th we did a postmortem to know which postmortem peer results is out there.
As a committee, we want to assure you that first, we are very, very serious on these matters. We have just dealt with another matter touching on Mama Lucy, Kibaki Hospital this morning. And from your submission and what we got in the morning, is just almost the same narration of negligence, people failing to perform their duties while they are present. That this committee, we are going to follow up on our recommendation. Probably people are used to committees who make recommendation and they don't follow up. I want to assure you that as a chair and my members here, we have committed to follow up on all the recommendations we are going to make in all the matters that are going to come to our attention.
And moving on, Attorney General Justin Muturi has been sworn in as a Commissioner of the Judicial Service Commission. He was sworn in by Chief Justice Martha Koome at the Supreme Court buildings on Tuesday. Speaking after taking his oath, Muturi assured his commitment to work and discharge his duties to his level best. CJ Koome, on her part, expressed confidence in Muturi's deliverables, noting that he will be expected to managing astute relations between the executive and the judiciary. Sitting at his role, Muturi will be involved in the recruitment and discipline of judges and judicial officers, as well as promote and facilitate the independence and accountability of the judiciary. Attorney General Muturi officially assumed office on October 27th after taking oath of office at State House in Nairobi. He took over from Paul Kihara Kariuki, who had served in the docket from 2018.
Permit me to begin by thanking the Honorable Chief Justice, Lady Justice Koome, for convening today's session for my swearing in as a member of this commission. Let me also state that I am deeply humbled to formally join you today. This commission is charged with what I consider a venerable, if not a sacred duty. Besides the recruitment and discipline of judges and judicial officers, the commission is entirely, more importantly, required by the Constitution to promote and facilitate the independence and accountability of the judiciary. These are critical functions whose proper discharge is required to be undergirded to a functioning and effective judicial system that will inspire public confidence and ensure the legitimacy of judges and their decisions. The judiciary plays an important role in constitutional democracies through its power of review of legislative enactments and executive action. Indeed, the ones of the former President of the Supreme Court of Israel, Aaron Barak, and I quote, "The role of a judge in a democracy is to protect the Constitution and democracy itself." Close the quote.
To welcome the Honorable Justin Bida Njoka Muturi, our Attorney General, on his appointment as the member of the Judicial Service Commission, and to congratulate you, Your Honor, on this occasion when you take the oath of office. We in the Judicial Service Commission, and indeed the entire justice sector, because you are the titular end of the bar, are delighted with your appointment. And having worked with you closely in your previous tour of duty as the Speaker of the National Assembly,
Moreover, we recall your formative years when you served as a magistrate in this very building, rising to the position of the principal magistrate before you successfully vied for a political seat as a member of the National Assembly representing Siakago constituency, which you successfully did between 1999 to 2007. We know you absolutely understand the issues, the challenges that we are facing within the administration of justice, and we truly look forward to working.
And 3 people have been seriously injured after being attacked by a gang of criminals in the streets of Mtopanga, Mshomoroni and Junda in Mombasa County on Monday night. The 3 are currently receiving treatment at Makadara Coastal Hospital. The victims have complained about the lack of security in Kisauni areas, saying that the cases have increased. It is alleged that a gang of 6 armed youths attacked 2 people around 5 a.m. and seriously injured them. According to the doctor at the Makadara Hospital, their condition is safe, but they need surgery, especially in the head, hands and mouth, after being cut by swords and other weapons.
Nikavamiwa na vijana ambao kwa idadi niliona 3, lakini walifanya kunivamia kwa sababu nilisikia tu nimepigwa kitu kwa kichwa.
So mimi nikaomba mikono yangu ikiwa juu, chukueni kile ambacho mweza chukua, lakini msinidhuru. Panga zote basi zinakuja kwa kichwa, so inabidi mkono na kinga. Hata na panga moja kama nilishika na mkono nikayangusha chini. Sasa wakaendelea kama na hasira kabisa.
He's conscious now, so we are hoping to do our best so that he can get a quick recovery.
Usalama kwa ujumla tunaohitaji Kisauni yote kwa jumla, kwa sababu hawa vijana wanaotenda vitendo hivi ni vijana wadogo sana, na ni vijana ambao huwa wanavaa masks, na si kwamba vijana hawajulikani, lazima wanajulikana.
So 1 week ago wale vijana waliwasili hata pale kazini, wakadhuru mama mmoja, wakawa wanaelekea kufika kwa ile biashara yangu. Mimi nikawa nimetoka, lakini kwa bahati wakapenya mahali hapo.
5 police officers charged with the murder of a suspect at Changamwe police station in Mombasa have been granted bail of 800,000 shillings. Halif Abdullahi Sigat, James Muli Koti, Joseph Odhiambo, Edward Kongo Onchonga, and Nelson Kanai are linked to the death of Caleb Otieno on September 18, 2018. Otieno is said to have died hours after he was arrested on suspicion of having illicit alcohol at the Mikindani area. Appearing before the court on Tuesday, the 5 pleaded not guilty to the charge of murder and were given 1 million bond each with a surety of the same amount. The officers have also been directed to report before the Independent Policing Oversight Authority (IPOA) offices once in 2 weeks. And Meru members of County Assembly, that is the MCAs, have rejected 7 out of 10 nominees picked by Meru County Governor Kawira Mwangaza to sit in her cabinet as County Executive Committee members, in a move likely to scale up the role pitting the Governor and the County Assembly. The MCAs only approved 3 of the CECs whose names had been submitted for vetting by the county boards. The MCA only approved the CECs for education, public service and finance. Governor Mwangaza, who is embroiled in a supremacy battle with the MCAs, will now have to go back to the drawing board and submit to the County Assembly new names for vetting. Alright, it's time to pay some bills and bounce back. Don't go away. Coming up.
So sisi tunalia sana kwa hii barabara. Matrafiki wameshinda hapa kuanzia asubuhi dhahia, kuanzia jioni wako hapa wanaokota pesa. Hii ni life ya watu. Just imagine hawa ni watu wanaenda kazi yao kutafutia, wanapata accident hapa. Huyu ni mbaba wa mtu na ni just 100 shillings ndio wanataka kwa hawa watu.
Getting correct content from TV has never been easier for many viewers. But with Maisha TV, we make it simple and accessible to access information. Education and entertainment at a button press on your remote control. And with our multimedia cool integration, you will never suffer again with low-level broadcasts around. We are professionally designed to work well on your TV screen. So now, let's get it on. Just choose it, watch it, and love it. Our viewers, see a better tomorrow. Our viewers value education. Our viewers dream big. Maisha Television, broadcasting to the people who see a better tomorrow. Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
The classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait. Let me tell you about the
The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime Talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao na ndiposa
and local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. A Maisha Television digital platform, your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it and love it. This is the place where it all happened. The stories that continue to change our country.
And at present we have got one student who is now at a BBC World Service working.
These are the faces we see.
Business studies.
Is Madam Susi Masava.
Walter Usolo, Shem Milembwe.
The voices we hear.
Glad you're tuned in. You're still tuned in to Maisha TV now every day here on Maisha Prime News. We air feature from different schools across the country
that have revolutionized societies through education. This is who we are. One channel, one bulletin. Masomo News Live. Join us every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for Masomo News Live, exclusive to Maisha TV. A strong woman, knows she has strength enough for the journey. But a woman of strength knows it is in the journey where she will become strong. Join Irene Mumbo Bushebi and Rita Kering on Prime Women Talk every Wednesday from 8 p.m. exclusive to MTV.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Robert Moore is live at Hannesburg.
Barcelona is live from Damascus.
We're on the doorstep. For Maisha TV.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
Trusted news, trusted sources, trusted dissemination of information.
Protect by all available means our territory.
Parliament must be careful.
Maisha Prime News, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Trusted, unbiased, authoritative. The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is Prime News. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative. Authoritative. Unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Take away the noise.
We are here to inform and educate you on all that is happening around you.
The Fury. Hello and thank you so much for joining us from wherever you are. The fighting voices, the distortions, the color and the flashy effects. But most of all, you can take away the lights. The misrepresentation that seeks to pull us apart, and then you can finally find out what is actually happening. And when you find that, then you will find Maisha Prime News, trusted, unbiased, authoritative.
The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is Prime News. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative. Authoritative. Unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Welcome back. An unknown number of people are nursing injuries after a truck's brakes failed and it rammed into at least 10 vehicles at Angelica roadblock in Kisumu-Kakamega Highway in Vihiga County. The Tuesday morning accident caused a heavy traffic snarl up along the busy highway as crowds engaged police in running battles for erecting the roadblock, which they claimed led to the accident. More police, including some in anti-riot gear, arrived at the scene to ensure normalcy, while personal vehicles were used to ferry the injured to Vihiga County Referral Hospital. Nerima Wekesa with more.
Several Kenyans are feared dead in an accident involving 11 cars along the Kisumu-Kakamega Highway in Vihiga County. According to reports reaching the news desk, the accident was caused by a trailer which rammed into 10 cars at Angelica Road block.
Mimi mkaaji wa hapa. So imekuwa asubuhi tumesikia mgurumo wa gari imeanza kulia ikianzia juu. Then kufika hapo mbele ikagonga mabati. Ile iligonga mabati ikakuta ikaanza kugonga vieko. Mimi nikaanza kupiga nduru. Then nika watu. Kukuja kukimbia kufika hapa nikapata ni matraffic wameweka hizo machuma zao road block kwa barabara. Wamezuia magari zisipite. Then after that magari zikakuja zikagonga around magari 6 ndio zimepata accident hapa pamoja na lori ni 7. Lori ndio ilikuwa lose control ndio ilikuwa inagonga magari zingine kwa njia.
Kuna lori ilikuwa imetoka majengo ikiteremka. Ilikuwa lose brake. Ikaanza kupiga honi. Traffic yao instead watoe matute kwa njia wakarudisha. Hiyo kurudisha ikakuja ikakosa accident magari 7 hapa. Na hiyo tunataka serikali tusaidie.
There is no official report on the number of casualties, but Vihiga County Referral Hospital confirmed receiving a number of victims. A crowd started building up at the crash scene, with residents blaming the police roadblock for the accident.
So sisi tunalia sana kwa hii barabara. Matraffic wameshinda hapa kuanzia asubuhi they are here. Kuanzia jioni wako hapa wanaokota pesa. Hii ni life ya watu. Just imagine hawa ni watu wanaenda kazi yao kujitafutia wanapata accident hapa. Huyu ni mbaba wa mtu na ni just 100 shillings ndio wanataka kwa hawa watu na wanapata hiyo hongo kwa hawa watu. So ndio kwa hii barabara watu waliuliwa hapa, watu wakakatakatwa hapa, matraffic wakiwa hapa hawakushughulika, lakini kazi yao ni kukuja kutafuta vitu kama hizi. Na hii ni accident imekosa hapa. Tumekuwa na huzuni sana. Tunataka haki kwa serikali tuangalilie mambo kama haya. Kwa ni serikali yenyewe ndio imepatikana na hii maneno.
Jina naitwa Geoffrey, mkazi wa hapa juu. Shida yenye imetokea hapa ni shida yenye imekosa na traffic wa Vihiga. Traffic wa Vihiga nataka wanaamka saa 12 ukiamka wako hapa. Tulikuwa na shida juzi watu waliulia hapa tu. Tukakuja kuwaita wakasema hiyo ni kesi si yetu. Sasa tunashangaa kwani kuna kesi yao na kuna kesi si ya wengine. So tunataka serikali tusaidie ili matraffic watoke kwa barabara hapa. Wanashinda tu wakichukua shilingi 100 kwa manisa. Tunataka haki itendeke leo. Asante. Kwa hii barabara tumeumia sana. Kwa sababu kutoka majengo kuteremka chini kuja umekuta roadblock gari imekataa. Tunashinda tunaweza simamisha hiyo gari kabisa. Na hii inawezekana utaua watu. Naomba tu serikali tafadhali usitolee hiyo mkinga hiyo kwa barabara, wasiweke hizo vitu kwa barabara. Sisi tunatoka mbali, mkuu imechemka. Wakati mkuu imechemka hautarajii kitu kama hiyo iko kwa mteremko. Wakati unaanza mteremko gari imekuwa moto. Ikanyaka brake haishiki. Hata vitu kama hizo ndio haitatufanya vizuri. Tafadhali bado tuangalie traffic. Waangalie hiyo yenye wanataka. Mtu akipiga honi kama ameweka mataa watoe. Wangemtolea angeua watu. Angejisaidia mpaka chini. Asanteni. Angepeleka hiyo lori saidi yake.
By the time of reporting, Anti-Riot police were already at the scene.
Huyu jamaa anacheza. Hii lori ilinipita kama risasi.
Huyu jamaa hata alijaribu.
Mimi huyu jamaa kitolewa hapo kwa Probox. Nilikuwa nimesimama hapa.
Si tumemtoa hapa kwa Probox. Ukatoa huyo father ukiwatoa hapa.
Nerima Wekesa for Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
Thank you, Nerima Wekesa. Sad story there. It will become easier for health workers who breastfeed in Kakamega County to continue performing their duties while at work, following the plan to launch special breastfeeding areas in different hospitals in Kakamega County. Stephen Lubanga with more.
It's a huge relief for health workers who breastfeed while still at work in Kakamega after the wife of the former Kakamega Governor Priscilla Oparanya launched an initiative of creating a special unit for breastfeeding their kids in various hospitals in Kakamega County. In this initiative, beds among other needs have been taken to level 4 hospitals in Lukuyani and Malava sub-counties.
Kila level 4 hospital imepata cots 2 na viti 2 za kina mama kunyonyesha. Na hii ninahimiza ile kitu tunaita maternal care. Hii care that is given kuanzia conception hasta mtoto azaliwe, the first 1000 days zenye tunajua ni za muhimu. Mtoto anatakiwa awe karibu na mama kwa ajili ya joto.
Various leaders in Kakamega County have praised the steps taken, saying that it will improve the performance by reducing the cases of health workers not reporting to work because of breastfeeding their babies.
The government only allows 3 months maternity leave. So you see our babies used to breastfeed for 3 and not for 6 months, and this has actually affected the health of our babies and generally the health of the county as a whole. So this initiative will make sure that the healthcare workers, as they come on duty and the babies are brought to them, they'll be able to breastfeed at the workplace.
Tayari na wamama staffs wenye wanafanya hapa wamezaa, wamekuja na watoto, wanafanya kazi at the same time wana take care of their babies na wananyonyesha. Kwa hivyo hatua hii vitu na Japaigo ninawashukuru sana.
It's the first level of
Also, more than 30 journalists from Bungoma County have been taught on various ways of highlighting health issues.
So the project is focusing in making sure primary healthcare is well strengthened with a focus in 3 sub-counties, that is Webuye, Sirisia and Kandowe. We are focusing in empowering the community health volunteers so that they can be able to speak on their behalf. Ndiposa leo pia wameweza kukua baadhi ya washirika ambao wameweza kukutana hapa leo kuhakikisha kwamba wanapaza sauti kwa masuala ya primary healthcare na challenges zenye wanapata pale kwa level 1.
Kwamba ni mzuri wizara ya afya katika kaunti ya Bungoma wakati inatengeneza bajeti ya 2022-2023 supplementary iweze kuongeza mgao wake katika promotion of primary health care.
And this is level 4. So level 4 supervises the level 2 and 3.
The same meetings will also be held at Machakos, Embu, Nyeri and Nakuru County. For Maisha Prime News, I'm Lubanga Steven.
Level 2 and 3 and level 1.
Thank you, Stephen Lubanga. And a 25-year-old man has burned to death in his house in a Kabete area of Kiambu County. According to the family of the late Peter Ngugi, the fire started around 3 p.m. just a few hours after Ngugi came home from work.
Kijana mwenyewe alikuwa ametoka kazini, alikuwa amechoka, kuja akarara kidogo, akakisha mshumaa ndio saa nyingine ilianguka ikachoma vitu vya kulalia, makondoro na vitu vingine nyumba. Kwa hivyo alichomeka mpaka akaisha. Na hiyo moto ilisababisha kwa nyumba nyingine ya ndugu yake, na hata hiyo nyumba imechomeka kabisa.
One person succumbed because of that fire, and is a male adult, aged 25 years. The DCIO team took up the samples of the scene, and we want to establish the cause of the fire because the samples will reveal what caused the fire.
An elderly man from Matulani village in Viragoni sub-location in Kilifi County is lucky to be alive after he was attacked by assailants known to him about a week ago. The 63-year-old Kazungu Kanubi was admitted in critical condition at the Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital following the attack that took place on October 23rd. According to the area village elder Karisa Katana, the attack was based on witchcraft allegations and a land dispute case.
Alifatwa nyumbani kwake na majambazi, wakawa wanataka kumkata, lakini bahati nzuri akatoka bibi yake mkubwa. Wale majambazi walipompata bibi yake mkubwa anapiga nduru, wakakimbia. Walipokimbia wale bibi yake mkubwa akawa amewajua wale watu. Alipowajua asubuhi yake tarehe 6 mwezi wa 7 akaenda station polisi BAMBA, akaenda kuripoti kisa hicho, na wale majambazi wakachukuliwa hatua, wakashikwa na wakapelekwa BAMBA station police, alafu wakatolewa cash bill wakatoka. Mzee akarudi tena hapo, akaenda kusukuma, wakashikwa, wakapelekwa station, alafu wakapelekwa mpaka kotini. Ikawa ni tarehe 27 mwezi huu wa 10 mashtaka yaende yakasikizwe. Mzee siku hiyo tarehe 23 mzee akaenda kukatwa mapanga mpaka akawa ni mahututi. Siku ile ya kesi alikuwa wodi Makadara hospitali. Hiyo kesi ilianza kesi ya mashamba, alafu ikatoka kesi ya mashamba ikaingia kesi ya uchawi. Badala haijazungumzwa ikaeleweka, ndio akaanza kufatwa na haya mapanga. Sasa huyo mzee ni kama ni kesi 3 ambazo zimempata: kesi ya uchawi, kesi ya mashamba na hata ukoo. Kwa hivyo huyo mzee ni kama anaonewa, lakini walikuwa wanamsingizia kabila hana hatia yoyote. Kwa hivyo saa hii vile ninavyoona mimi, kama mimi mzee wa mtaa, mara nyingi serikali inasema ukipata habari lete, na ukipeleka kama ni uhalifu watu wanashikwa, alafu wanaachiliwa, alafu wanaanza kukuandama we mzee wa mtaa. Hata mimi pia saa hii sina usalama, kwa sababu wale waliomkata saa hii wanasema sijui kuna karibu watu 3 ambao walikuwa ni wakatwe, na hatujawajua wale watu ni watu gani, lakini bado tunachunguza, uchunguzi unaendelea. Wale ambao walimfuata Kanubi walikuwa wakijulikana, kwa sababu walimwambia Kanubi moja kwa moja kwamba wanasema Kanubi wanamwambia ni mchawi, na hao Kanubi alikuwa hajasema. Na mimi kupitia kwa mzee wa mtaa, hao walikuja kwangu na wakaja wakaniambia, nikamwambia mngojeni mzee Kanubi mwenyewe mumuone, basi amwambie nyinyi ni wachawi, ndio kama nikuchukua hatua mfanye nini mchukue. Na hawakufanya hivyo, wametoka hapo wakaenda kwa chifu, wakatupa barua na chifu, wakaenda polisi. Walipotoka polisi wamerudi nyumbani, hawakufanya shughuli yoyote mpaka tarehe 5 ndio mzee Kanubi akafatwa na majambazi akakatwe. Siku ile bibi yake alipotoka na usiku, yule bibi akawaona na akapiga nduru. Kanubi akawa yuko nyumbani, akaingia ndani, bibi akafunga, wakawa wamemkosa. Lakini tarehe 23 ndio wamemrudia tena, ikiwa kesi amepeleka BAMBA, kesi ikapelekwa Kilifi kotini, na ngoja ile siku ya kusikizwa tarehe 27 mwezi wa 10 isikizwe. Tarehe 23 wakamfuata wakamkatakata.
And still in the coastal part of the country, the ravaging drought in Ganze ward, Ganze sub-county in Kilifi County, is disrupting the implementation of the competency-based curriculum. And if it persists, it might shut down early childhood development and education (ECDE). According to stakeholders in the area, many parents are unable to raise funds to pay ECD teachers and also to fund CBC practical lessons due to drought and lack of finances.
Upande wa walimu, tungeomba walimu waandikwe, kwa sababu hivyo wakiwa wazazi wanakumbwa na janga la njaa, hawezi kumanage kulipa walimu kama sisi ambao hatujaandikwa. Kwa hivyo inakuwa ni ngumu. Mwezi huu unapata kama 2,000, mwezi ujao unakosa kabisa, walimu hawajapeana. Kwa hivyo inakuwa ni shida, ni changamoto kwa wazazi. Manake mzazi akipata pesa tu hivi kidogo anaenda kwa unga tayari, hata kulipia shule. Kwa hivyo inakuwa basi unafundisha, lakini unavumilia, labda kesho utakumbukwa na Mungu uandikwe kazi.
Tunaomba sana walimu wetu hapa, kwa sababu wazazi wanapata tabu, hawana pesa ya kulipa walimu. Tunaomba hiyo county government kama inaweza tusaidia kulipa walimu na kuwaajiri pia.
Changamoto walimu hawatoshi. Ukiangalia mwanzo huko eneo la Ganze kuwa shule nyingi ziko katika hali ya ukame, na inakuwa ni ngumu sana kwa yule mzazi kuweza kusimamia mwalimu wa wazazi aweze kulipa kutoa ile fedha. Kwa hivyo ningehimiza kaunti yetu ilete walimu wengi wa county government huku, pia itatoa ule mzigo wa kulipa karo kwa wazazi.
Mimi naomba kabisa Gavana Mng'aro aongeze walimu. Sisi ambao tunalikuwa na PTS hii tuandikwe na account angalau wazazi wa nini majukumu ya wazazi yapungue. Isitokea tujiunge na mambo ya CBC haina vitabu. Hakuna vitabu. Hakuna vitabu mpaka tunafanya yani unafanya ile hali tunatumia ni hali ngumu. Yani izile kitu tunatumia vile vitabu vya kitambo manake CBC haina vitabu. Facilities hakuna. Sisi tunashukuru hapa tunakuwa na hivi viti vya plan lakini kuna kwingine hawana, hakujengewa na plan, hakulepelewa kwa viti na plan, hata wengine wanasoma nje. Sisi tuko well off kwa sababu ya plan.
At least watoto watapata kuhudumiwa vizuri. Tukiangalia sasa tuko kwa mtaala wa CBC which is very demanding, ambao nahitaji sana watoto wawe na ile teacher to child relationship, waangaliwe vizuri, waweze kufanya zile project zao vizuri. Hasa hiyo changamoto ya walimu, nikisema hata pia mimi nimeumia na hiyo jambo, kwa sababu kwa sahihi niko hapa peke yangu na nahudumia watoto 65.
Pia huyo Gavana Mng'aro tunaomba yani awaangalie hao walimu wa nasari, kwa sababu wazazi siku hizi hali ni ngumu. Mzazi waangalia anaenda kutafuta mfuko hapati, huku mara analala na njaa, mtoto naye shuleni anataka kulipia fee. Sasa hali ya huku ni ngumu. Walimu wetu nakuta hawapati haki yao vizuri, kwa sababu wazazi hali yetu ni hali ngumu. Hali ya kifedha ni hali ngumu. Kwa hivyo tunachoomba yule mheshimiwa Karsangirani, hawa walimu wa nasari tafadhali awaangalie kwa ajili ya mshahara.
Nimetumwa pesa za fee, nimetumwa pesa za kalamu, nimetumwa hivi, lakini changamoto ni kali. CBC basi tunapenda kama itawezekana serikali iondoe CBC. Kwa sababu sababu changamoto kukula huna tena, unatakana utoe pesa upeleke. Sasa hiyo pesa itapata wapi? Changamoto ni hizi. Kwa hivyo kama itawezekana ituangalie hii serikali, hata kama itasimamia CBC isimamie. Hapo ni simamie. Sio sasa hatuwezi kwa sababu hatuna kazi. Nyote tunaumia na njaa.
Hii elimu ya CBC vile ambavyo umenieleza, kwa kweli mimi ningeomba, kwa upande wangu mimi ningeomba ingerudi tu ile ya zamani, kwa sababu hii ina changamoto nyingi. Halafu wazazi hawana kitu, kwa sababu hii kuna mambo mengi, na ile nyingine ilikuwa afueni, kwa sababu sasa ukiangalia junior secondary mzazi hana tayari, hii chekechea inamshinda, alafu junior secondary amalizana na junior secondary alafu ende upper secondary. Hiyo si unaona ni hali ngumu.
Mwalimu sasa hata 2000 for 30 days, hiyo ni mockery hiyo, lakini it's true, very true indeed. Maana kisha mzazi utamwambia lete pesa, yeye mwenyewe anatamani umpe wewe, ataleta nini kutoka wapi? Ndio maana hao walimu wamevumilia by the way, so ni vile wanakaa smart, ni neema ya Mungu pia hii. CBC imepamba moto. Hizi challenges za makuku hii ni by the way.
Kama mzazi alipeza juzi kula, mwanafunzi hakula, ni vigumu mzazi kutoa pesa ili kusapoti hii CBC. Kwa hivyo ni ombi langu kwamba serikali iweze kusapoti CBC fully.
Right folks, let's just take another quick commercial break. I'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
This is the place where it all happened. The stories that continue to change our country.
And at present we have got one student who is now at a BBC World Service working.
These are the faces we see.
Business studies.
Is Madam Susi Masaba.
Walter Musolo, Shem Bilembwa.
The voices we hear.
Glad you're tuned in. You're still tuned in to Maisha TV. Now every day here on Maisha Prime News, we air feature from different schools across the country
that have revolutionized societies through education. This is who we are. One channel, one bulletin. Masomo News Live. Join us every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for Masomo News Live, exclusive to Maisha TV.
Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
The classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait. Let me tell you about the
No. The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime Talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao na ndiposa.
And local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. A Maisha television digital platform. Your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it and love it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Your world of Maisha is getting an exciting makeover. We're giving your channel a dedicated touch to enhance your viewing experience. Finding what you want and loving it has never been this easy.
We build your capacity. The problem is leadership.
My name is Rida Chebet Kering.
Welcome home to your dedicated channel, where you choose it, watch it, and love it. It's your season. Najivunia kuwa Mkenya. Na ninajali matukio yanayojiri nchini Kenya na ulimwengu mzima. Natazama runinga ya Maisha ili nipate habari kamili. Naichagua, naitazama na ninaipenda. Maisha TV ni bora.
Not a period, I'm a comma. Trying to say wash like a Dalai Lama. But every time you speak to me, my mind's lost in its own geography. Blame it on the ADHD, watch your thoughts fall out of my brain.
Maisha TV, your entertainment TV.
Getting correct content from TV has never been easier for many viewers. But with Maisha TV, we make it simple and accessible to access information. Education and entertainment at a button press on your remote control. And with our multimedia cool integration, you will never suffer again with low-level broadcasts around. We are professionally designed to work well on your TV screen. So now, let's get it on. Just choose it, watch it, and love it.
Welcome back. You're still watching Maisha Prime News. My name is Rida Karing Jabet. Now let's get our education segment.
After the end of COVID-19 pandemic, the government embarked on ambitious reforms which sought to improve the quality of education through various approaches: a competence-based curriculum (CBC), reforming professional teachers' development, textbook policy, and management practices at the local level. These reforms have made Kenya a top education performer in Eastern and Southern Africa. Mr. Patrick Litunda, the school principal at Apokori Secondary School in Teso North Sub-County of Busia County, has employed the new leadership style in the school that has made the facility made strides in academics.
My name is Patrick Litunda, the principal of the school, that is Father Bandongen Apokori Secondary School. The school started in to the year 2008 with the Form 1s, when the community felt that they need a school that the learners can be able to come and learn. That was 2008. Since then, I want to say that the school has been expanding very fast. When I came here in 2015, the enrollment was at 290, and as we talk now, it has gone up. We are now at 720 students. In terms of performance, it has been on an upward trend. For instance, since 2017, that's when we had about 3.2, and now we are at 4.9 in terms of main score. When I came here, it was only one student had gone to the university. That was 2015. Only one candidate was able to secure a chance to join university. But as we talk now, since then, when I came here, so many have joined university on an average of over 10 per year since I came here in 2015.
He has invested much in establishing supportive learning culture at Apokori Secondary School by making a conducive learning environment for students.
In terms of infrastructure, and to say we have some where learners can be able to learn. In terms of classrooms, we have almost enough, apart from only where we need a library is missing, demonstration block is not there, and then maybe dining hall. But the key things we are missing. Recently, courtesy of the Ministry of Education, we are able to get a lab to add on the small one that we have. So it's under construction by the World Bank under a program called SECIP. It's under construction. Once complete, then we shall be able to have our learners learn sciences very well without any problem. So the students are very disciplined. Since they came here, the learners are very disciplined. Both in school here, even out there. Because as they go home, I normally get reports from the parents from within that they are very disciplined. So, and it's courtesy of what we do here as a team of teachers, those under G&C. We normally offer counseling to them all the time. Even the issue of pregnancy among our girls, very minimal. Very minimal. You had to get maybe 1 or 2 cases of pregnancies among our girls because of the constant efforts by the teachers to try and counsel them on how to behave even when they are out on holiday. The school has a board of management which is very supportive, and that's why you are able to see the progress of the school in terms of academics and also in infrastructure. So the board is very supportive. Same to the local leaders, from the chiefs, area chief, to the MCS, the MCL, to the area MP. For instance, for the last 3 years, we've been able to get a support from the area MP in terms of bursaries. Our learners for lunch. So we have been receiving some bursaries to assist the learners to be in school, and that was very okay. So that means there's minimal interference. Also, the Ministry of Education, we partner well with the Ministry, where they even come and do assessments to ensure that the quality learning goes on. And when they come, they also offer advice to the teachers on how they're supposed to implement the curriculum. The Ministry of Education, the parents, I'm saying they are okay. Parents they are very supportive. But some of them are struggled to pay fees. They want for lunch, but then they are supportive, and I must say so. They don't fee they pay. We are able to offer lunch to our learners, and then they are able to be in school, learn without any interference. In terms of curricular activities, as a school we participate in quite a number of activities. Football, like this year they were able to reach sub-county level. Handball, they were able to reach county level. Some to indoor games, volleyball, netball, and up to sub-county level and so on. So in fact we take our learners take part in very many activities. Activities. So it's that we don't have a field, but we have been able to partner with the nearby primary, where they go and do their practice mainly for the football teams, both boys and girls. But for the other smaller teams, we have a field behind the classrooms where they take part. Not like volleyball don't require a large area. Volleyball, basketball, handball requires a small area, so they do it from here. It's only football, girls and boys, that where they go to the primary to participate. But we're very hopeful that in the near future we may acquire some piece of land so as that we can expand and have our own field for our football teams. And I'm happy our parents are our neighbors are also very supportive and willing to even allow us to expand our school.
He has promised to work hand in hand with teachers and students to deliver the school projected mean.
This year we have our candidates, and we're very hopeful that they're going to do well, because look at the results since they joined Form 4. Some are impressive and giving us a lot of hopes that they'll do well. Well, as teachers, we were able to finish syllabus on the time. That was first term. So allowing more time for revision, that is term 2 and term 3, and the rest revising. So we are very hopeful that this year can start even improve more.
For Prime News Maisha Television, I'm Philip Simio.
Well, now let's shift gears to our daily business feature, My Hustle, My Story.
Clothing is one of the needs of life, and a boutique is just one of those businesses that meet that need. If you're interested in fashion, boutique and fashion businesses in Kenya is one of the rising businesses people are venturing into. It is a great business idea for anyone because the demand of clothing and fashion never ends. In fact, every day there is always a new interest in style, new models and designs of clothing and accessories. It is not surprising that after all, everyone wants to dress well and look good.
Okay, kwa majina naitwa Yvonne Cheroni. Mimi ni mkazi wa Kakamega. Nina run boutique naitwa Zil Fashions Boutique.
Kidogo tueleze ni services gani ambazo una offer, ama na kabla ya hiyo pia utatueleza hii boutique iko located wapi, kama mtazamaji wetu angependa kukureach out hasa angekupata vipi? Yeah.
Okay, hapa hivi tunauza nguo, tunauza viatu, sana sana za kike na hata za wanaume pia tuko nazo za watoto kiasi. Alafu tunafanya nini, kuna wakati wengine wanakuja hapa wanafanya makeup, mteja akikuja akipata tunafanyiwa makeup pia anatujoin.
Yeah.
Alafu tuko located at Mega Mall, first floor. Most of the people wanapenda kuwa referred na catch phrase. Catch phrase iko hapo next.
Okay.
So ukiambia mtu next to catch phrase wao wanafika.
So uzuri haswa wa duka lako ni nini?
Okay, uzuri duka ni mingi. Kuna nguo quality that is one. Alafu at least tunajaribu kutafuta nguo zenye ziko a little bit unique from these other shops, and then maybe our conditions and terms are also at least favorable to the customers.
Na utueleze pia, umesema kuna zile services ambazo mna offer differently away from uuzaji wa nguo, labda in general to specify labda ni services gani zingine ambazo mna offer?
Okay, no, not specifically in the shop, but ukija hapa hivi sometimes venye nimekwambia utapata maybe kuna makeup artist, maybe hiyo time tuko na shoot ya nguo. So unakuta wateja wengine wanampata hapo na mwambia, oh, I like you're doing the makeup, and then tuna exchange contacts, and then one of the models here kwa shop anakuaga na nail bar. So pia mkija hapa mkimpata hivyo exchange contacts, so at least tunajaribu pia kusaidia watu wenye biashara zao ziko nje kando na hapo.
Naam. Biashara mingi hukuwa na challenges kadhaa, labda kivyako kama kuna challenge yote ambayo unapitia katika duka hili?
Okay, kwa sasa challenges ziko mob, hasa kwa watu ambao tunatoa mzigo nchi za nje. Kwa mfano mimi natoa Uganda sana na zingine kutoka Turkey. But Uganda saizi tuko na challenges. Kwanza means of transport saizi ni tricky like before. And then ukiangalia wakati wenye tunasema tuna import kutoka Turkey, saizi the value of our money is a little bad. So unapata tuna buy things a little bit much expensive than we used to. Those are some of the challenges that tuna face. And then ukifika hapa hivi ukiambia mteja last time ilikuuzia 1200, now I want 1500, it's very difficult. And then mwingine anakuuliza kwa nini? Which is very hard for us to explain to the customers.
Yes. Yeah. So umeongelea ile challenge ya labda importation, unatoa services zako abroad, na kuna ile uwiano ama relationship between whatever you are doing in importation with the national government. Labda ombi lako kwa serikali kuu haswa ingekuwa nini?
Ombi langu kwa serikali sasa ingekuwa if we can really try so much as hard as possible kurudisha economy yetu to a better position, ama at least to better it than it was before, and it would be much easier for us as business people, because at the moment tunapata kila mwanabiashara analia, unaona, na ukiangalia wanabiashara wengi wakilia inamaanisha si wewe peke yako kuna issue. Unajua it's different when you feel like you're the only one who has the issue, unajikwestion mwenyewe, but when the problem is all round, and hapo unarealize no, it's not me, but maybe it's something that we're facing as all business people.
True. Yeah. Kuna wanabiashara wengi ambao wanapitia the same thing.
Yeah,
like you've said before. Ushauri wako haswa kwa wao ambao wanapitia labda hali sawia itakuwa vipi?
Okay, kwa sasa hivi nitawaambia tu tuzidi kujikaza. Hopefully things will change. Ukigive up utafanya nini? At the end of the day, you still have your responsibilities and your bills to pay. So tujikaze tu kiasi, and we hope that things will change.
Yeah. Tukumbushe labda duka lako linaitwa aje, linapatikana wapi tukimalizia?
Okay, Zil Fashions Boutique Kakamega, inaitwa, the building is Mega Mall, tuko first floor. Yeah.
Now, that was the story of Cherono. Till we meet again. Thank you.
That feature brings us to the end of the comprehensive bulletin, Maisha Prime News. But continue tuning in to Maisha TV as we have more comprehensive, educative, informative and entertaining programs. Remember, Maisha Prime News airs every Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. and 9 a.m. and also on weekends at 9 p.m. My name is Rita. Enjoy the rest of your day.